I put the stream in the chat. Y'all gonna watch it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz, and it's caught. The tight end Hill. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Wentz. And it's complete to Kelsey. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Let's go. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for his running back. He's got it at the 15. 33 yards that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
You draw focus. Hey, hey, high 7.
Luck on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Lott. It's caught. Smith. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Luck. That's going to be caught by Richardson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Well, pass complete here to Sanders, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll fake it. Now Luck. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Mike, check out. 627. Hey, check. Mike 5'9", Monday.
They run with Breida, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They find some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Okay.
I mean,
I ran inside zone.
I think of his vision.
First play of the drive.
Straight ahead, peripheral.
And then
Also
threw a
has a sense of where
touchdown.
holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's
playing games. That's him.
Touchdown, Steelers.
He just ran the ball every play, carry up the offense, and you swing. He wanted to do a play? Watch this. And you missed the field goal.
Football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
I ran the ball with Melvin, and then I threw a touchdown. Yeah, that's somehow I'm doing a play. That I'll show you a play. My first drive when I threw a touchdown to Travis Kelce.
To begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson.
Hey, you saw that pass?
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. first down. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Ran away from the quarterback. Like, what are you? How do you fall for that?
Emmanuel Sanders.
You see how fast he got in the backfield?
And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
We just saw one of the benefits of a quarterback having mobility. Scrambled around, kept the play alive, and then found a receiver open downfield for a touchdown.
They run it with Breida, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to grab it in there on the 2-point try, and you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing now is Wentz.
Show, what is... I threw it to Hartman. Where's he throwing it?
And they'll start out with great
Look at the pass, dummy. Hartman is 20 yards behind this nigga. Nigga, Hartman was square. That's what button I clicked.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to work. 20.
Yo!
Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
No,
As the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think
across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
He just picked it off with a DN.
He just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown.
Look at the nigga at the top. I thought he was going to keep running.
Capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Yo, this nigga suck. Look at this nigga, yo. What kind of pass is that? He right in his face.
Completion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Wentz. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Nigga, I was in front of you.
52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Travis Kelsey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. Just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. That ball complete to Isabella.
Let's go!
He will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are back.
He's sitting in deuce close. I care.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
That better not be no J.J. Nelson breaking tackles like that, dummy.
Situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now a give coming right is Breida. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, Charlie!
On 1st and 10, Locke. And that's complete to Sanders. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run again on first down, Chubb, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Give the sack
I had him
to
first, man.
Lorenzo
What are you talking
Carter.
about?
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, Haywood!
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You're trash, you're trash. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Whoa.
3rd and long, it's locked. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp.
Yeah.
And that'll wind up
Wide
moving the chains
open.
again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
No.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I wasn't Gilmore.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
61, matchbox lights.
Say. Sponge. No.
Now Chubb. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Wentz. He's caught on the sideline.
He kept that. What?
They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that
one.
brings up 4th.
Real.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Wentz going to go on 4th down.
Sure. He just read that route, County. Yo.
And he's in for
that's Justin Reed.
Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Nope. Make the Super Bowl 3 option sandwich. Nope.
Lux with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Yo. Nope.
So they throw
I can't
the
even
pick
be
six. They'll get
mad,
another
yo.
shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nope.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
Dummy.
And here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Wentz. Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Gordon. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun. Wentz.
Man, hello, boy. Yo, he dropped it. Come on, yo. That's Lattimore, yo. That's, yo, he's not supposed to get...
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being...
Let's go!
Zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Oh, wait, no. I didn't mean to pause it.
Now The Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. On third down, a run from Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I mean it, yo.
So locked down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing
I
to
lost
win,
because I went through them picks. I mean, I feel like 4 of them. And some of them weren't even my fault.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
Brother.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2.